Man, who remembers this guy? I thought he only cared about being a kingpin of boxing now or something. Well, anywho, a preamble. Idubbbz. We all know him. You either hate him or you love him. I personally have liked Idubbbz. Even when he did like a lot of the stupid edgy shit, because it's like I understand what he's saying. He's just a fucking asshole about it. The execution is really bad. But I kind of get it. So, he used to be big, epic memer and troll, and now he became super woke and has troll's remorse. So you have to hate him. But sure, whatever. If there's anyone who can sort of talk about, like, I guess the overall topic here, because I am a dirty pre-watcher. I know, like, what this is going to cover. I would say it's probably the sort of death of trolling or memes or whatever, however you want to frame it or say it, because, like, memes have certainly become a lot more mainstream, shall we say. Now, we can kind of sort of acknowledge why this is the case, like Gamergate helping catapult, like, Donald Trump in the sort of like cultural zeitgeist, making trolling more like prevalent as like a thing, because that goofy goober president, he's always epic trolling or whatever the fuck. But now it's gone to like the sort of like heat death of like trolling, I suppose, memes reaching that sort of like death, sort of. I suppose, for like lack of a better term, stupid tangent aside, distracting myself, we're mostly going to be talking about here the sort of death of memes, the death of trolling, because at this point, like, what does trolling mean? I guess whatever you want it to be, I suppose. Let's get right into it.
It's like memeing into existence a government agency.
And then speaking to the internet the way it likes to be spoken to, which is
fucking Benny Johnson. Yeah, remember his like original shtick is literally like, the left can't meme, and it's like always the same three fucking like big red / screamy SJW fucking compilations. Cause that's like how it all fucking started originally, and then they try to revive it even though the medium is dead. And obviously we all know about Doge, because like here's the thing. Doge is doing real tangible damage, and these people are sort of justifying it as, oh, they're just trolling. But there's real world effects that are going on here. A troll is just a joke, like nothing to really look into. It's an art form, and as we discussed before, like, the reason why these dumbasses are fucking adopting this is because they don't have any respect for the art form, and they want to just kill it and make it mean like nothing. We've seen like conservative memes before nowadays. It's all around like their epic god king owning the libtards or whatever. It's boring. It's rudimentary. It's just like, brother, this guy stinks. And it's like there's no there's, right? Like, who cares?
memes, actually.
The left can't meme.
Harris campaign was trolling Trump.
They're already trolling him.
He has been trying to troll the city back as much as he believes he's been trolled.
It's epic trolling, shall we say.
This makes me unironically want to fucking die, bro. Like, why are you people saying this? You're pundits. You're political punditry. But I mean, it's just like, it's overall the sort of thing I'm just like mentioning now. Like, it's an art form that's fucking dead now. Like, there used to be like, subtlety, nuances. There was some panache. There was a little something to memeing, to trolling, and now it's just like, dude, he's just like said a thing, but like, is he actually being real or serious? Like, honestly, I want to like blame like fucking meta irony for this shit, because like, and I know that I'm taking Idubbbz' thunder here a little bit. He also talks about meta irony in this video. Like, the fact that like, oh man, is he actually being truthful when he says this ridiculous thing? I don't know. Maybe, not really. But I mean, overall, like, like I mentioned like earlier in the stream itself, like conservatives do this because they don't believe in anything. They just say anything in order to get power. So they'll talk about how they're doing epic jokes and troll. Because before trolling and saying memes, it used to be like, dude, he said like a racist thing about black people, but it's just like a joke, bro. Like, can't you take a joke? Because that's what it was before. Because again, like I said before, conservatives have no respect for any forms of art. To tell a joke is a form of art. There is nuance and subtlety to like formulation of a joke. You can make like race jokes or whatever, but like when a conservative makes a race joke, it's like black. Ain't that funny? And it's just like, what's like the punchline? What's the meme? What's the joke? You just said that person is black. Okay, great, fantastic. When in reality, they can never really say what they mean to actually say, because people are going to be like, wow, you're a fucking absolute wretch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Say.
Just makes trolls like myself very happy.
I
am become meme.
Moron.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking George Santos. Yeah, and, you know, Elon Musk. If you've ever seen any of, like, Elon Musk's memes, it's just, they're so fucking boring, dude. It's just like, man, 2014, 2016 is called. They want their fucking content back. Like, the only thing I remember now is him fucking pretending to be a Pepe Roman Crusader or Roman Centurion. Kekis Maximus. Yeah, top kek. Very epic meme, bro. Meanwhile, he has, like, secret servers, like, harvesting your social security data so he can make a fucking banking service. But, you know, whatever.
Was an epic troll. He's trolling the trolls, and it's so epic.
Master grade A trolling.
A troll at the epic level.
Kind of epic.
Bro, it's epic level. Yeah, like, these words mean nothing. They don't mean anything. Like, Trump is a funny guy because he's just like a strange, like, oafish buffoon of a character. And, like, these people don't, like, exude these same qualities. They're fucking media personalities. They're pundits. They're meant to push propaganda. Trump's like he's a TV personality. There's a reason why he's more able to get away with this. And, like, some of the shit he says is funny, even though he's, like, a repugnant piece of shit. It gets to, like, that sort of meta-ironic level with him, where it's just like, is he actually, you know, he'll say a thing, or, like, do a thing, and it's like, he'll, like, go back on it, making himself, like, look really stupid and weak. Which is why I say, like, these people don't believe in anything. There's a reason why, like, Asmongold's just like, yeah, this is the content president. Yeah, whoa. It's all about content. It's about making content, bro. That's all that matters. And it's just like, these words are not in the Bible for a reason. Like you said, Boy Meets Mini. Like, fuck this bullshit. This is dumb and stupid. I hate it.
Spin, I think the word is epic. Elon Musk suggested this has been epic.
Is that dude doing a fucking Trump impersonation? Okay, bro.
And he's right.
Epic.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Idubbbz Complains. Today I'm going to be complaining about memes, being an edgelord, and trolling.
Bro, I'm so edgy.
If you partake in any of those activities, I'm going to give you a pass because I think you deserve it. Because we live in hell and you deserve to let out steam in some way.
I do look like that cat human.
I don't think our president...
He may have been trolling you a little bit. We definitely know the short.
Senators...
Just kind of like a god tier kind of trolling.
And journalists.
Trump?
What fucking trolling did John Fetterman do? Oh man, I sucked Benjamin Netanyahu's cock. Excellent meme, Senator. Very good. Like, what trolling has he done? But okay. Oh, I fucking Toronto Sun columnist. The Toronto Sun.
He's trolling Trudeau. He's totally trolling him.
Should be doing any of this. That's the only purpose of this video, is to air my grievances. The other day, I flipped on the news and I saw fucking Elon Musk with a chainsaw, and he was making some fucking noises.
Chainsaw!
I hesitate.
Listen, that guy gives us autists a bad rep, okay? Bad rep. We do not claim him. Autistics hate this guy, actually. I mean, like again, as Idubbbz is saying himself, these are people with platforms who have power. When they say a particular thing, people listen, which is why, like, even in myself, right, in the small platform that I have in of myself, like, I try to make it fairly obvious when I'm doing, like, a meme or I'm, like, trolling or whatever. Because, you know, I like a good fucking meme. I'm a little edgy special boy. Aw, man. But, like, I try to make it fairly obvious. Like I said before, when Trump is doing it or Musk is doing it, it's either, like, so unfunny or absurd that it's just, like, obviously you don't mean that. Because, like I mentioned earlier, these guys, they don't believe in anything. They believe in nothing. Like, if you're gonna make, like, a meme about something, you have to have, like, some rudimentary belief system that ultimately, like, guides you to make a ridiculous joke about an event or, like, a particular concept or something or whatever. Like, you know, when I make, like, the fucking ironic misogyny memes or whatever the fuck, like, talk about, like, man, like, I totally believe in, like, women being sent back to the kitchen to make me a damn sandwich. A dated example, I know, but, like, do I actually think that? No. Like, I'm being stupid and hyperbolic. Like, I'm just saying shit because I think it's, like, a rib/banter moment where I think it could be funny to say that thing. Because otherwise, like, would I tell a woman to be like, hey, go back to the kitchen, make me a fucking sandwich, you stupid bitch? No, probably not. Like, unless that's, like, how the relationship or whatever the fuck that I have with that person is. Like, fuck it. Like, who the fuck cares, right? When conservatives do that shit, they mean it unironically. Like, they're not being ironic. They think of... Because we know, broadly speaking, what conservatives believe. They think that women should be barefoot and fucking pregnant, be in the household taking care of the children in the white picket fence house. Like, they believe that unironically, right? And that these fucking harlots should never act out on any of their fucking impulses or anything. Like, you know, we know, like, these damn harlots constantly talking about epic memes and trolling. Like, what is this? You can't say these things. You're not allowed to believe these things. I'm your fucking, like, trad husband or whatever. I tell you what to believe. Shit like that. Or I think you get overall what I'm saying here. It's like how Chain Jost make those kinds of jokes ironically. Or like Cumtown, right? Cumtown is the perfect example. They get pretty fucking racist with some of the fucking jokes that they mean. But you can tell that it's just like, it's a ridiculous, like, ironic rib. Or it's like a dumb fucking skit that they're doing during the fucking podcast. Like, you know... because, you know, there's obvious, like, tiers and levels to this shit. You can either make it, like, a stupid little wholesome thing, like the silly little rib or whatever, about, like, I don't know, like, all this talk about trans rights. Now it's time to talk about trans wrongs or something. Stupid shit like that. To, like, really, really edgy shit where you do, like, a bit about a particular character and you point out, like, all the stupid racial stereotypes with, like, hello, my name is Abu, welcome to 7-Eleven, or some shit like that, right? It's a fucking rib, it's silly, it's edgy, and, like, you could tell it's a dumb fucking meme or something, but, like, when right-wingers do it, you can't really tell. Because they just, like, do it, and there's generally, like, no punchline to it. Like, even though I didn't really have a punchline to, like, the stupid memes and, like, jokes that I did, I'm more overall saying these things to talk about a broader point.
It takes to even call them cringe noises, because we're beyond that. You know, we're not...
And yeah, he's, like, doing his, like, little Javier Milei bit, because he saw Javier Milei do it, and he's, like, extremely high on ketamine, probably, and he wants to do his, like, little show.
Cringe, necessarily. There's almost some, like, authenticity in cringe. Anyway, this got me thinking about the topic of memes and trolling. Trolling can be a funny little harmless joke that is emphasized in its unseriousness.
She has no vision, no idea. She has no solution. All she can say is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump.
But then
here's the thing with, like, even that example. Is that really, like, a troll by Donald Trump? Like, that was during the election, right? Like, you're her opponent. Of course she's gonna talk about you, right? Like, is that supposed to be a god-tier troll or meme or something? Like, no, I think he's just doing that because he wants to point out that she's a shrill woman. Because, again, Donald Trump heavily leans into this fucking, into, like, the misogynistic tropes about, like, she's a shrill woman. Kamala Harris, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Yeah, I mean, we can also do this fucking same thing, Boy Meets Minnie. Like, I think Kamala Harris should have done something similar, being like, this Donald Trump guy, all he does is talk about me. It's really crazy and weird. It's almost as if we're having an election against each other or something. And it's like, whoa, crazy. And she would be correct. So it's like, sort of like pointing out, like, just the sheer rank absurdity, or I don't even know. Like, it's just silly. It's dumb.
And there's the other end of the spectrum, where you are never told whether something is serious or a joke or not.
Should I run again? You tell me.
And then that's also defined as trolling. We're kind of playing the meta irony game.
That's true.
Usually people who do this though generally have bad dog shit takes, like me, and are deliberate degenerates.
It's extremely painful.
You know, funnily enough, I agree with XQC when he's saying that, right? Because he does the same shit all the fucking time. he like has dog shit fucking takes. You're gonna code it with like, oh, but do I actually really believe that? I don't know. First example I should come to everyone's mind is fucking Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde loves doing meta irony because if he actually, you know, said what he believed, you would think of him as like a weirdo fucking like Nazi little freak. Because if you look at like the podcasts, you can tell what Sam Hyde believes in, and also like the multiple scandals he has with younger women, shall we say.
Painful in a world where we want to take our politicians seriously, but we also want to treat people like they're human and they're allowed to have human moments where they bring a little levity to the situation.
I have to speak of inflation. I love these socks. What's with these socks? I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm very impressed with the VP's socks.
But
yeah, Trump does like little ribs like that all the time because he wants to make it seem like he's not a part of like the lizard brain deep state. That's how he like lulls his fucking supporters into like a cult like mentality that like, yeah, he's actually is like us, right? You know, when that could be further from the case. Dude, fucking Donald Trump has been born with a silver spoon in his mouth ever since he came onto this fucking blighted ball of earth and water. He's always had a silver spoon in his mouth. He was born in a rich real estate family. Like, come on. But, like, you know, he does, like, stuff like that, and he frames it as, like, a joke or trolling to try to make himself look more human because, again, the only thing he cares about is getting support and having power for himself.
I've sort of decided that politicians, they don't deserve that. Billionaires don't deserve that. And members of the media don't deserve that.
Real?
I'll take it to its extreme even. Same shit goes for surgeons, cab drivers. If my life is even tangentially in your...
I don't even think that this is honestly extreme. I think this is perfectly reasonable. Why the fuck would I want, like... I had a surgeon for, you know, my wisdom teeth removal, and he like did some little ribs and jokes. I mean, he wanted to like sort of like lighten the mood, I suppose, of like my wisdom teeth getting like yoinked out or like cut out, basically, right? Because that's what happens, basically. They cut the shits out, stitch up your fucking jaw back together, and boom, roasted. There you go. You got your wisdom teeth out. Crazy. And I mean, like he said, it's like, yeah, it was a successful operation. It was actually really easy. We did it at the perfect time. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's great to know. Thank you, Mr. Surgeon Guy. I mean, it's just like, it can be a little weird. not that wisdom teeth, like, I don't know. Maybe wisdom teeth is not like the best example, but that's because that's like really the only surgery I think I've had. Besides, like, I don't know, all of my cavities that I've fixed before. But that's really about it. But I don't think this is like really the sort of ideological extreme for this take, to be honest. I think this is like really normal. Yeah, I got trolled by my own surgeon. You know, what can you do? I'm a victim.
Hands, you cannot make jokes. That goes triple for the president. And I think that's being nice, you know. I could have said quadruple, I said triple. It goes quadruple for Elon Musk. Not allowed to make jokes. If you're Elon Musk, this is what you're allowed to do. Croak. By the way, this is an example. I'm a YouTuber. I just said
What's
that.
he mean by that?
And someone's got to be wondering, like, is he serious? Does he really think that Elon Musk should croak? I'm going to be honest. That's about 50-50. Holy shit, I just realized. Elon?
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of our own meta-irony here, Idubbbz. Well, let's be honest here. We all know what we mean by croak. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything about, like, what should be done to Elon Musk. You know, I'm not going to put anything out there. Just a little blur about to the ether. Nothing too crazy.
Elon Musk is kind of built kind of like a bullfrog. Like, if you're going to be built like a bullfrog, croak a little bit. Actually, I think he would like that because isn't the Pepe like a frog? I might be a little bit out of touch here, but I don't know what the Pepe is. In fact, I call it the Pepe. Our first example of trolling comes by way of Senator Ted Cruz.
With respect to Canada, I think the president is basically trolling Canada. I don't think anyone thinks there's a...
I fucking hate this wretch, like this fucking miserable man, Ted Cruz. What's like the fucking John Oliver bit? Yeah, like, you know, this man is from Canada. It's how you know none of this shit fucking matters. Nothing matters. Who cares?
Realistic prospect that Canada will become part of the United States. It was an epic troll.
If he was commenting on the Problopeno and he said, now that's an epic troll, I would get it. I would be like, yes, we got one of the OGs. But that's not what he said.
But I will say it was an epic troll, and I actually think on the merit.
We all know, right, what Donald Trump has said about annexing Canada. He seemed pretty serious about doing it through economic coercion. He's tried it multiple times with his fucking tariff policy. He seemed pretty serious about it, Ted.
There are very strong reasons why that makes sense for the United States. Geopolitically, Greenland's location on the Arctic is incredibly important. With Russia or China, any ICBMs would come over the Arctic, targeting the United States. Greenland is ideally situated to defend America. Vast resources of critical earth and rare...
Like, again, here's the fucking thing. Like, if this is a fucking troll, a rib, a joke... why are you seriously defending it? Immediate fucking question. Why are you trying to seriously have a geopolitical discussion about this? Justifying the actions of blatant annexation. Because that's what Trump wanted to do. And they'll lie about this. They'll say, like, it's a troll. He didn't actually say that. Because Marco Rubio also did that, saying, like, it's like, so about, like, annexing Greenland. He's like, he didn't say that. It's like, yes, he did. He said military coercion. He didn't actually say annex, but he said military coercion. We can find the clip. It's out there. He said it. It's like, well, hold on. Now you're trying to defend this as a serious policy proposal. Am I supposed to, like, believe this? Or is this still, like, an epic joke and a troll? Because like I said before, do these guys actually care about the sort of art form that is trolling or memeing? Because like a lot of old memes were images that were, you know, artistic pieces or comics or whatever. There's a creative process. utilized to sort of convey a particular message to some people, and then the cultural zeitgeist sort of picks up on that, makes their own sort of interpretations about it, blah blah blah. We all know about like the meme of the lost meme or whatever, which has like become this sort of like derivative sort of like template for like almost meaning anything, right? Like, conservatives don't care about these processes because they hate art. Mentioning yet again of the Jacob Gellar video that because they're stupid fascists, they don't care about any creative processes. For them, they just see it as like this nice titillating little cultural thing that they want to adopt for themselves because, well, they want to use it as a vestige of power, not actually understanding any of the basis or origins or sort of joke that a meme or a troll is supposed to convey, because they don't give a shit about any of that, because they can't think critically. Well, also because they just hate, like, art as a medium, broadly speaking. And like I said before, memes, trolling, it's an art form. You need to know what you're doing to be an effective troll. You need to know. And not like there haven't been, like, bad right-wing trolls before. There's some funny right-wing trolls that certainly exist that are out there. But, like, the sort of, like, current sort of manifestation of what it is, it's just, like, I don't know, bro, it's like an epic meme or a troll, and then they actually say, like, black people are stinky because they're black, and it's just, like, at what point is it a meme or a troll, or you stating your actual opinion? Like, with this example right here, with Ted Cruz justifying the annexation of Greenland. Initially talking about how, he's not going to do it to Canada, that's just like an epic meme or a troll. But you're willing to defend it about Greenland. And you're just trying to seriously put a case for it. Is this really a troll? Is it a meme? I don't know. Who knows? Because again, it's not actually a meme or a troll. That's the point.
Rare earth minerals that are essential for semiconductors, for electronics, for military equipment.
But Greenland at this point is not for sale, so why stake that as such a top priority?
Well, because anything can be not for sale until it suddenly is.
That's all, folks. This guy's a fucking freak.
Anything can be not for sale until it suddenly is.
That's just rape brain. You realize that, this is some...
That's a pretty good analogy there from Idubbbz. Yeah, Ted Cruz. You could say the same thing for rape, you know? You could. Because eventually, like, maybe all of those no's that she tells you will eventually become a yes. And it's just like, but she said no all these other times. Okay.
Someone else's culture, this is someone else's land, this is someone else's country. This is not yours. None of it belongs to you. You can't be like, well, everyone has a price. I know we're in America. A lot of you are going to be sympathetic to it. You're taught in your door-to-door salesman class, you got to take 5 no's before it actually means yes.
So when
that is actually fucking crazy that is the mentality of like door-to-door salesman teachings. Is that actually true? Because that's, like, justification of rape. Like, unironically, right? Like, that's how rapists fucking think. But, you know. Where do you think alpha male boot camps got it from? That's a pretty good example there, Boy Meets Mini. Like, Tate has probably said the exact same fucking shit. Or, like, Sneeko, or, like, Fresh and Fit. All these fucking, like, 3 IQ fucking troglodytes. Like... It's just rape brain. It's like just admit that you just want to rape. Like that's it. We know you want to rape a country for its fucking resources. Like, that's really all there is to it. I like, why are we pussyfooting around? Why are we beating around the bush? Neil Strauss wrote whole ass books about it. Yeah.
President Trump said he might use economic or military coercion. What does that mean? What is military coercion?
I don't remember him saying military coercion.
He did.
We have enough shit to worry about.
Why don't we get the quote, right? Literally, you can just look it up. Trump, military coercion, Greenland. Didn't want to open this as a new window, but whatever. Here it is. Political EU. This is when he was also talking about the Panama Canal as well. From Politico. It's a more right-leaning source. Refuses to rule out using military force to take Greenland and the Panama Canal. That was earlier this year. That was in January. U.S.-elect President Trump on Tuesday refused to rule out invading Greenland or Panama when asked if the U.S. could use military force to acquire the Arctic island or the canal in the Central American country. Like I said before, you have no idea at this point if it's real or if it's supposed to be a joke with these people. Because, I don't know, he said it, and people are saying, oh, it's just like an epic meme or an actual troll. He's not actually going to do it or whatever. Why did he talk so vociferously about it for, like, a couple of weeks? And why did JD Vance go to Greenland in order to sort of, like, justify, like, the I don't know, sort of not justify, that's not the correct term, to sort of talk about how Denmark is doing such a bad job in Greenland's defense. Why did he do that? Denmark's already part of NATO and a part of the U.S. security umbrella already. Why does it have to be Denmark's responsibility to do that? You guys were the ones who initially took the sort of mantle of the world police. Like, but you want Greenland to, like, invest, like, a ton in military to also be helping defend Greenland? Why, what do you, like, what's going on? But like I said before, it's because they don't believe in anything. Like, that's why they're able to sort of, like, speak out of both sides of their mouth here. Because they don't believe. Good one, Alex. Good one.
We do not need to, like, fuck with allied countries and suggest that their culture, their country, their security isn't important. It's fucking stupid. It's so unprofessional.
It is.
And that's coming from Idubbbz.
He's mastered that art of trolling, that art of saying and doing things to cause his opponents to completely lose their cool. And Trump's...
Yeah, that's not what trolling means. Because that's like this, again, this is the main sort of, like, operational definition that conservatives operate with when it comes to trolling and making memes. It's all about making your fucking people, your opponent, mad. It's the Gamergate fucking mentality. Like, literally, Dark Matter, when he was talking about why he's no longer anti-woke. Talking about, like, there's a reason why, like, the argument has become, like, all about who gets mad first. But that's just, like, insincere. Who cares? If we're talking about, like, important life or death situations and people start to show emotion over that, why does that matter? Or, like, beliefs or, like, arguments and things that you truly believe in, and if people start getting upset about that, don't just, like, talk about, like, hey, you know, why are you getting so, like, mad about this? Like, what are you, like, stupid and cringe? Why the fuck do you care about that? Like, you're not, like, doing an effective meme or troll of, like, the person who might be, like, mad about a particular topic. Like, literally the same fucking, like, shit goes on in my fucking comments section all the fucking time, where, like, why are you so mad, little bro? It's just like, I don't know, because I'm a human being, I'm allowed to express emotion. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, what is, like, has emotion been outlawed? Are we living in the Imperium of Man? Am I a Vulcan? Am I supposed to be, like, an automata with no emotion, expressing nothing, just being extremely monotone and robotic when I engage in my facts and logic and argumentation? Is that like how we're supposed to engage with anything now? It's ridiculous.
Cabinet picks are the perfect illustration.
Oh, and also, like, by the way, like, you can just, like, show a mirror to these people, how they act incredibly emotional all the fucking time about, like, I don't know, some lip cuck shit or whatever the fuck, and they just have, like, a schizophrenic fucking meltdown. Like, Literally recently with all the Assassin's Creed Shadow stuff, like in talking about anti-wokeism, like, and the infiltration of the radical woke Marxists. They do this shit all the fucking time. They argue and appeal to emotion, not with facts and logic at all fucking times. They don't care, because again, what does this overall get back to? This is why the, like, death of memes is happening. They don't believe in anything. They believe in nothing. They just say shit for the sake of saying it. They can throw it out into the ether. Someone will probably agree to it anyways, because guess what? All critical thinking has completely gone out of the window. And you can just say shit. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, I'll do my fucking standard spiel here. Again, why is this the case? Thank you to outrage marketing and broader commodification of social media. Sentiment analysis, as mentioned by Ben Jordan, in like the sort of like reasons why the current form of American capitalism is happening. If you're able to put out your actual like emotions, like guess what? That's like data that can be most valuably harvested and sent to you for advertisements. We've seen it all before. You speak a product in the microphone, you get advertising for it. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, we all know, like, it's all for the express purposes of monetization and commodification. That's it. We all know. And if you express rage, guess what? You can easily make money from it. Keurig boycott, the Nike boycott with Colin Kaepernick, BuzzFeed articles, getting tons and tons of clicks because it rage baited in a ton of people. We all know what the root cause of all this is. It's all about making money at the end of the day. And it's because of just, like, social media helping catalyze that even more and more. Yeah, great example, Boy Meets Mini. That Bud Light boycott and that fucking pedophile rapist, fucking Kid Rock, dumping MP5 mags into a bunch of beer cases. Like, stupid. So basically, Alex, the Keurig boycott, and there was what? H Bomber Guy video about this. Talking about woke brands. Keurig, because Sean Hannity did a bit talking about the Muslim ban or some shit. Whatever. And a bunch of people were saying to Keurig, hey, are you sure you want to have your advertisements when this dude is spewing dreck like this? And Keurig was like, yeah, sure, we'll pull our advertising for like the time being and then have that all blow over. The reaction the conservatives had to that was the destruction of their Keurig machines. Right? They started a boycott. And I've talked about this before, why these like fucking boycotts don't work at all. And why they're just stupid fucking bullshit. Because guess what fucking Keurig got out of all these videos of conservatives destroying all of their machines? And marketing teams were watching. They got billions of dollars of free advertising. Billions! Because eventually, all those dumbasses who destroyed their products, they're gonna think to themselves like, oh, you know, who the fuck really cares about any of this this boycott? It's mostly died down. Let me go buy another Keurig machine. So they just destroyed their product for no reason. It's a double fucking whammy. Free advertising, and they're gonna buy a new machine anyways. It's ridiculous. The problem with Keurig is the waste. I guess you can avoid that with the reusable K-Cup. You can, yeah. But, again, like, that's why, like, all this stupid boycott shit doesn't matter, right? They tried to do, like, an epic troll on Keurig, and they ended up benefiting by billions of dollars for free. It was stupid. Same shit here. They do all their stupid epic memes and trolls because they don't actually care about the art medium. For them, it's a way to make money. That's all that matters.
Of both his deal-making prowess and his troll talent.
You're a dork.
Sure, man.
All of these people, pretty much everyone that I'm going to show in this video, that's the best word to describe them, is just fucking dorks. They are 20 years behind in using the language that they're using.
They said, I'm the GOAT.
I'm the captain now. Look at this. He reposted this edited SpongeBob meme.
And they're...
What was even in this meme? What was in there? What was in there, huh? What's so epic about this fucking
Look
meme?
at this. He reposted this edit.
About Elon Musk? Got done last week. Cried about Trump, cried about Elon, made it into the office once. Oh, by the way, this was when Elon Musk was like doing his like 3 IQ troglodyte shit, talking about like, I need all federal workers to email to my fucking little Discord Groiper kittens 5 things they did last week in order to justify their positions. Otherwise, we're gonna fire you. And it's just like, okay, whatever. Great. Fantastic. The most hypocritical thing was when conservatives were complaining about Nike, child labor, and sweatshops. I was like, then legislate against it. Well, see, here's the problem with that, Alex. Like I've been saying before, they don't care about that. They'll, like, meme about it or whatever, which is why, like, the medium of the meme is fucking dying or dead, you could fucking say, because we have a bunch of charlatans just saying random fucking idiotic bullshit, and it ends up being ultimately fucking meaningless because, again, none of these people actually care about any of the stuff that they say. For them, it's all about just commodifying, further commodification of media. They don't actually believe in any of this stuff. They just say shit to say shit. It doesn't matter.
Edited SpongeBob meme.
And they're tremendously unserious. It's like, yeah, this would be a little cringe to hear out on the street.
Like here's the thing. A perfect comparison. All the fucking pedophile hunters that exist, like, that have, like, YouTube channels for being fucking pedophile hunters. Like, you can even throw in Chris Hansen into this. You want to know why, like, actual child sex trafficking organizations say, like, please fucking stop. Stop doing this. This is not helping. There's a lot of nuanced and complicated work that has to be done in order to be able to do this effectively. To stop this. Please stop. Because for them, it's really easy to make a buck beating up a fucking child molester. And, like, are you actually doing something to combat that effectively? No, they're probably just going to go back and do it anyways. So, great job. You committed assault and you ended up not doing anything about it anyways. Great. A lot of pedophile hunters are queer phobes too. That is true, Boy Meets Mini.
But I'm hearing this shit on C-SPAN.
For people who don't remember the trolling, set us up. Why was that a trolling moment? What was happening there?
It's referencing the coconut tree meme about her.
Why the
I'll be honest, this is where I'm going to have slight criticisms of Idubbbz here. I don't think this is, like, C-SPAN's fault, per se. All they do is follow the current news cycle, and if the fucking meme is in the fucking cycle of the news, they kind of have to talk about it. This is just, like, this is what fucking media has essentially become. Like, again, consequences of commodified media, yet again.
Fuck am I hearing this shit on C-SPAN? I don't want to hear meme. Oh, that was an epic meme, Mr. President. No, what the fuck? I would understand.
Like, I don't think that's what C-SPAN is saying. I think they're just talking about, like, the sort of existence of the meme. I will have to get you on that one there, Idubbbz.
Understand it if they were, like, live streaming and they were getting some donos as they said wild shit, but I'm like, you're
they do
a
live
fucking
call-ins,
senator.
I know that.
Are you not afraid of playing Luigi's Mansion? Another example of the out-of-control trolling is renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
I mean, are we really going to see this change?
Like, yeah, when a bunch of, like Google capitulated to that and just, like, went along with it because, again, for them, it was more like a sort of fear that, like, they may be cracked down upon because, again, Donald Trump has a hatred of the media because he wants to be a dictator. He's a wannabe king. So obviously he doesn't like the media. Like, duh. Because, whoa. He's a crackpot fucking dictator or a wannabe fucking monarch. So, the media, if they report on his bullshit saying, like, this is really dumb and stupid, like, why? They're gonna get, like, you know, he's gonna get mad and potentially sick the feds on him. Because there was, again, a ton of fucking goddamn campaign rallies where Donald Trump, and he's done this before, has threatened to revoke the licenses of media companies before and threatened to fucking sue them. Crazy. And so guess what? Instead of, like, standing on their morals and saying, like, well, no, this is just dumb, all these motherfuckers decided to capitulate instead. Pathetic.
change to the Gulf of America, or is Donald Trump just trolling us?
I suspect a little bit more of the latter.
Flying over the recently renamed.
Oh, he actually did it, guys.
Well, he did it. He wasn't trolling. He at least wasn't trolling based on my def.
And here's the thing. Like, what other sort of policy could we talk about? The Muslim ban. He went through with it. There was an executive order, and people called it an epic meme and a troll at the time. He tried to do it. It got shut down by the courts, but he did it.
Definition of trolling, which is being unserious. These conservative pundits are asking the question, is Trump trolling us?
Is Donald Trump just trolling us?
And I think when they say us, they don't mean the room. They mean the American people. And I think that's a distinct difference, because I think these people, the president can troll them. They wouldn't mind being trolled by the president. You know, you're getting the vibe.
It is a cult.
I've been known to be able to be trolled by Donald Trump in the past.
He can joke with me. I love him. Deep-throating the president by suggesting that he might be doing a little prank on us
cult stuff,
is not the side of the aisle that I want to be on. The president's not going to fucking play a joke on me.
Ah, Akira!
Another not-so-innocent example of the trolling is the situation in Gaza right now.
We achieved an epic ceasefire agreement.
Instead...
God, I remember when he said that. Oh, obviously, as we all know, complete fucking paper tiger. To this day, right now, Israel is bombing Gaza and doing further illegal annexations in the West Bank, right? Complete bullshit. Like, weapons just got shipped to Israel. But, you know... Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. We got an epic epic trollerino, super heckin' wholesome big chungus ceasefire. Because again, I even mentioned it when the ceasefire was done. It's a whole play for pay scheme because Donald Trump wants to get an immediate political victory. That's why he did it. And then, whoa, like I said, Benjamin Netanyahu immediately reneged on it and started bombing the shit out of Gaza again. Crazy. Also because, for whatever reason, Trump has, some autistic fixation with wanting to put a resort in Gaza. That's why.
Instead of treating it...
And have, the Palestinians be nice little fucking servants. Trump won't do anything to stop that? Nope. And as I said before, at least with Kamala Harris at the helm, there's a much higher chance that she would probably do something to try to stop it or slow it down significantly. But no. Nope. Because of how ineffective Joe Biden was in terms of policy and rhetoric in terms of this fucking particular issue, Trump was able to fucking win and get a political victory out of it. Great. Fantastic. Very well done, Democrats.
With the
luckily it's
dignity
being all
and
pissed down the drain, so
and
you know.
sensitivity that it deserves, we get an AI slop video and a speech that accompanies it.
Yeah, with the transgender, hermaphroditic fucking belly dancers or some shit. With literal fucking beards and shit. Okay, bro. Nice meme.
That is meant to be taken seriously?
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it. Level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
That is such an old man threat, is to say we're going to do a job with it.
Crazy when he did that, dude.
And we will do a job with it, too.
That could mean...
that could mean anything. But here's the thing with all the conservatives. I would say, oh, he's just doing, a little bit of epic trolling. Because if you think about what it would require, there would have to be American boots on the ground, right? There would have to be, if he wants to even think about trying to do this. There would have to be a displacement of the Palestinians. They would have to completely bulldoze over the entirety of Gaza, because guess what? They need to get all the fucking rubble out of the way, and they'd have to build the fucking resort town for billionaires to fucking play in it, because that's the point, right? That's what the AI video was suggesting, right? And Trump is just I'm going to make a huge killing because it's my real estate deal. We love Trump Gaza. Trump Gaza, #1. We love that. Very good. That's it. That's it. Right? That's what you would have to do. And there would have to be a military occupation in order to be able to do that, to sustain it. But You know, it's an Olympic little troll, because look at the funny little AI video he made. Haha, trolling, funny. That's what I mean. Like, speaking out of both sides of their mouth. They don't believe in anything.
Mean whatever you want it to mean. In the context of, like, wiping out a culture, that's, you know, that's doing a job with it. Cleaning up your neighborhood from all the riffraff, we're going to do a job
with it.
Now, I do understand that trolling...
I bet Reagan said the exact same shit. Reagan probably said, yeah, we're going to do a job with it. Just do a job with it, bro. Because, again, like, what's the mentality being done here by fucking Trump? Mob boss shit. That's the point, right? That's how he always does it. Because, you know, he's always had ties with the mob. You kind of had to back in those days with New York real estate.
Is part of political strategy now. I want to like pump the brakes a little bit on the idea that like all of it's the same, or that when it's used by the president it is like uniquely strategic, because ultimately we are dealing with an old man. If there's anything I've witnessed with crotchety, senile old men, it's that trolling is like a lifestyle for them. They do this on the regular. It's a personality trait. It's because a lot of them haven't gotten help. You know, they haven't looked inward. They're actually getting a little bit of dementia.
Based ageism by Idubbbz. I, too, also think it's because old men... well, it's because their families don't want to see them anymore because they're crotchety and old and stupid. You know, I'm doing the ageism. Fuck it. The people who do this shit like this, guess what? Their fucking family hates them and don't want to fucking see them in it, like, much ever again. They just want to leave them in the old folks' home where they'll be facing terrible fucking conditions, never get the actual help that they need, and they don't want to fucking think about fucking Peepaw anymore because it's just like, God, I fucking hate Peepaw because he's stupid and annoying and old.
Privilege. They're getting a little bit of Alzheimer's privilege. I don't want to give Donald Trump Alzheimer's privilege if he doesn't have it. Please don't give that away.
He's definitely got like some form of dementia. He is old, right? By the end of his presidency, he's going to be over 80.
So freely, allow someone to earn it. It takes a lot of effort to build that much plaque in your brain.
That's true.
There's a lot of members of the media who will continue to ask, is Trump being serious here?
But the trolling, you know, suggesting Canada could be the 51st state, I mean, he's clearly not serious about this, right?
Well, there's no way
I fucking hate it when liberals do that. He can't be serious, right? It's just like, I don't know, man. Every single time he's tried to fucking do shit like this, he said shit like this, he's tried to put in a plan in order to try to make it happen. Idubbbz is going to get into some perfect fucking examples.
That Canada won't be the 51st state. So it is a statement that he's making for effect. It's not going to happen. That's correct.
Unfortunately, Mark Carney has the mandate of heaven and has stopped all attempts at American annexation. Based anti-imperialist Mark Carney, stopping the America brigades from attempting to soil our great nation of Canada. 07 to a real one.
Correct.
There's no way? Where the fuck has this guy been?
Hi, Jan
I mean,
6th.
if you're on your way out, just say it. Because I don't want to hear this shit. We all have to live with it.
I mean, like, you know, it was like all flash in a bunch of fucking frames there, but like, every single time he said, like, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna do it, and then he just, like, does it, and people are just like, are you, like, real serious or whatever? Because part of it is, like, it's supposed to be a distraction from the actual real fucking bad shit that's going on. That's, like, the point, you know, that's the whole Steve Bannon strategy of flood the zone. Do a bunch of just random fucking bullshit, get the media all confused, having to talk about, like, all the fucking random bullshit, and then guess what? You pass the actual fucking agenda of tax cuts for the rich, because that's what they actually want to do. That's what Trump cares about more than anything. Same with Elon, same with all these like crotchety old dipshits, right? And like, are people in the media, are they gonna like put up like a really effective sort of because like I don't think Steve Bannon is 100% accurate when he says the flood the zone stuff, right? American media is broadly captured by, well, private corporations. They also serve the profit motive. Personally, you know, there's some parts of them where they're a little in on it. Because, guess what? those fucking tax cuts, they're gonna get benefits from it as well, because it's all a bunch of fucking millionaires that tend to be punditry and advisors. They get to benefit from those tax cuts as well.
Don't say there's no way. Hey, trust me, I want to believe that there's no way as well. I can't in good conscience tell people, oh, there's no way that's going to happen. No way, it's impossible. We, over the past decade, have been saying there's no way, there's no way. And it just keeps happening.
It just happens.
I don't know you. You're not consoling me. You don't need to console the American people. Give us the reality. And the reality is anything can happen.
Happy Paddy's Day, America!
Legalize comedy.
I'm president, so I want to pay full price.
Like, literally, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, that stupid ad, that fucking Conor McGregor, the rapist, Conor McGregor, doing, like, being, like, an Irish ambassador for America, but, you know, he's mostly there because he's a rapist, and Donald Trump is a fan of rapists, obviously. And, like, you know, literally in terms of, like, censorship, I guarantee you, if you're left-leaning on Twitter, you're shadow banned in some way, or, like, you are censored, so, like, never been about free speech. Nothing, again, anything can happen, nothing fucking matters to these people. That's why anything can happen, because they don't believe in anything.
We have another example of trolling, and this time it's getting piped into me through brainwaves from a Gen X man who's wearing cargo shorts and an oversized hoodie.
Akira!
I would describe it as God tier level trolling. Just kind of like a God tier kind of trolling. I described that. That's God tier trolling. I mean, that was never serious.
Like, what is even John Fetterman, like, talking about here? Like, what is this in reference to? Right? Like, what, like, the mulching of Palestinian babies? Because that's something that you support, Mr. Fetterman. You are okay with babies being turned into mulch. You're fine with that. Or, like, going against immigration. Like, what's the likelihood that John Fetterman has any problems with the fucking black baggings that the modern-day Gestapo are doing? Like, does he have any problems with that? I don't think so. I think he's perfectly okay with that. It's like, it's all just like a little god tier meme. It's just some fucking trolling, bro. It's like, sure, man, yeah. The federal government with their fucking black baggings and sending people off to like a prison slave camp, is totally some epic memes and trolling. Yeah, for sure, totally.
Yes.
I think Senator Fetterman has an outdated definition of trolling. He slipped up a little bit there. He said it was God-tier trolling that was never serious.
Nice meme.
Trolling nowadays just means doing something seriously, parentheses, malicious. Now, aside from Trump, Elon...
Which is not obviously what it's supposed to mean, right? Like, it's been perverted at this point. I think that's pretty fucking safe to say. The death of trolling is here. Like, trolling doesn't mean anything. Who cares? Just, man, I'm scheming. I'm evil. Like, because that's what that means. Does that mean, like, the idea of scheming and just doing an evil plan or a plot, is that also dead as well? Just like how memes as, like, a medium is more or less fucking dead? Okay.
And senators trolling or, you know, trying to be epic sauce or whatever. I noticed that the White House Twitter account and Instagram accounts were also trying to be funny. Roses are red, violets are blue, come here illegally and we'll deport you. Oh, kind of epic if you're a dork who's never actually made a joke in your life.
Like, making, like, dumbfuck Valentine's card, like, memes. And, like, we all know about, like, the Studio Ghibli AI art fucking thing about, like, rounding up of immigrants, and, like, the fucking, what was it, chain ASMR that the fucking, like, these freaks at the White House put out as well. I talked about that before, but, you know. Guys, it's an epic troll, bro. Like, what do you mean? We're totally being, like, epic memers right now, bro. Yeah, sure, totally.
The other one is a video of a deportation with a bunch of chains and handcuffs.
Thanks, Idubbbz.
And they're calling it illegal alien ASMR. Now, if you don't think that that is distasteful or extremely shitty, I want to access your brain.
Because guess what? They did it. It's happened. Like, it's not a meme. It's not a joke. They actually did it. Like, with all the other fucking things that have happened. It gets framed by the media, by different people who don't understand what trolling or memeing means. And then it just actually happens. It's like, oh, wow, it wasn't a joke this whole time. Crazy. Almost as if these terms don't mean anything to anyone anymore.
For a moment, and just remind you that this is the highest, most powerful office in the world, and we have allowed these people to feel comfortable tweeting out jokes that you would be fired on the spot for tweeting out. I understand that there is this part of the brain that says, I like the idea of there not being a cancel culture and the effects of the White House being able to say whatever the fuck they want. I like the idea.
That's a really actually good point by Idubbbz here. It's like an angle that I've not really considered. This is like sort of like the reactionary sort of backlash to the idea of cancel culture, right? Like, because we all know, like, being canceled is meaningless nowadays. Like, it used to mean, like, you lose your job or whatever, but now you get a fucking Netflix special, right? If you're, like, a C-tier fucking comedian, right? And, like, this sort of, like, attitude is now being embodied by the most powerful fucking institution on the fucking planet. The White House. With the most powerful people in the world. The executive branch and their sort of committees and the people that are appointed to those committees. Like, I think we can broadly speaking sort of like understand, and I've been harping on this point constantly now, like there's a point where it's just like, it's not memes, it's not trolling if it's these incredibly powerful people who have the ability to sort of like make your life instantaneously miserable if they wanted to at the drop of a hat. Like, it's all meaningless, right? Doesn't mean anything.
The idea of that trickling down to me at my job, at my place of employment, so that I can be a little bit more relaxed and I can maybe say some fucked up shit and people will know that I'm just joking. But it doesn't work that way. There is a distinct difference, and that's the problem. Is that we are all holding ourselves to a high standard, but not the highest office in the land. In addition,
yep, pretty much. Like, the bar for like the executive and for Congress is literally on the fucking floor, which is fucking wild. And I mean, like, this is sort of like the byproduct of like the commodification of, like, you know, and late stage capitalism, broadly speaking, and the maintenance of the hierarchy of control, like, you know, the society of control and shit like that. It's all meant to maintain this hierarchy. So guess what? It doesn't matter so long as you have like a D by your name or whatever the fuck. So long as you have this sort of like little blurb qualification thing or whatever, like, no, it doesn't matter. You could be like a complete wretched, rancid fucking piece of shit. Won't matter. People will still believe you because nothing fucking matters anymore. Who the fuck gives a shit about anything? Whatever. Just say shit, do shit. Just because you think it's like epic, updates on Reddit or whatever. Who cares?
In addition to these tweets, I've been looking at the White House articles, I guess you can call them, on whitehouse.gov. The title of this article is, Yes, Biden Spent Millions on Transgender Animal Experiments. The fake news losers at CNN immediately tried to fact check it, but President Trump was right, as usual.
Meaning Democrats wanted to fund...
Yeah, it wasn't. It was transgenic mice, not transgender mice. I understand that Trump's an old man. He's kind of stupid. He even mentioned this at like his like state of like the union address that he had, right? Like, and if I recall correctly, basically what transgenic means is an organism or cell whose genome has been altered by the introduction of one or more foreign DNA sequences from another species by artificial means. So basically, they put in the DNA of some, I don't know, random animal or some shit to see like what the fuck could happen. It's literal fucking, like, gene editing shit. Like, fucking shit that you would see in, like, sci-fi. And it'd be like, yeah, what happens? Who remembers, like, that article talking about, like, how these woolly mice could revive the woolly mammoth? And there were these, like, little adorable, like, woolly, furry little mice that were crossbred with, I don't know what DNA. Probably, like, some kind of, like, I don't know, like a larger mammal or some shit to make these, like, little furry guys. And guess what? It's just to see, like, I don't know, is this like a sustainable species or like suitable genome or whatever? Could we use this to bring back certain species? Because research like this happens all the fucking time. And, well, guess what? It's not going to be defunded because, again, these people are fundamentally anti-science and they don't understand anything. There's another video about that covered this shit. I don't remember what it was. I think it was an Adam Conover video talking about how these people are just fundamentally anti-science. That's like the point, right? Not because they're stupid. Well, it's partially because they are also stupid, but because they hate science, right? The power of America came from the fact that, well, guess what? They took all those fucking Nazi scientists and did a lot of science shit with them. Why do you think, like, all the, like, modern sort of amenities came into existence? That's all through science and research. Like microwaves and TVs and the current, like, electronic equipment that exists. That's all scientific output, baby. And America was the best at it, and now that's being destroyed because conservatives are stupid.
A trans mice program to one day create trans people. Trans male mice trying to play in female mice sports.
I don't think this has to be said, like, why this is really fucking stupid, right? Like, we've already made trans people. If you're fucking trans, you can, like, make yourself into whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. You want to have fucking, you want to have tits? There you go. Get some estradiol or some fucking pink pills. There you go. You get your fucking titties eventually. Crazy. But you want to get some, you want to fucking, get breast reduction surgery. Guess what? That fucking process already exists. These things already happen. And guess what? If you're a cis woman, you want your fucking breast reduction surgery because your titties sag too much, you can fucking do that shit as well. Okay? These processes already exist. They've been discovered. They've been done already. It doesn't matter. Like, stupid. This headline is so manufactured. It's obvious. Exactly, Boy Meets Mini. Like, it's dumb. None of these things fucking matter to these people because, again, they're fundamentally just wanting to maintain a hierarchy. I'm gonna keep it. It's like the same point I've been saying over and over and over again. I'm beating a dead horse, but it has to. You constantly have to say this all the time. That's what it's all about. Maintenance of hierarchy, first and foremost, first order principle for every fucking conservative. They're the ones on top, and you're the ones under them. That's the point.
Trans mice traps. Do you have those?
Yeah,
These researchers were studying the effects of hormone therapy while receiving an HIV vaccine and how your immune system responds to it. Which, by the way, all sorts of non-trans people go through hormone therapy every day.
It's called puberty, dumbass. Should puberty be fucking outlawed? That's hormone therapy, if you really want to fucking get technical and think about it. Like, if you don't have puberty, I'd still be having a really shrill, high voice like this or some shit. Even though I'm sounding like Mickey Mouse right now. Ho-ho! Like, sorry that my voice deepened. I would still have a fucking baby face if there wasn't such thing as fucking puberty. I wouldn't have fucking hair on my balls constantly. That's annoying to fucking shave off. My fucking hairy ass fucking legs. Guess what? These wouldn't be a thing if I didn't have my own version of fucking hormone therapy. They'd still be smooth as a fucking baby. But, okay, dude. I guess I'm transgender. Guys, I'm here to make an official announcement. Besides the fucking TikTok and the Instagram account that I fucking made or whatever to post short content on there, I'm now transgender. Oh fuck, dude. I'm trans. Boy Meets Mini is trans. Everyone in the fucking audience is trans. We're all fucking trans now. because we all went through fucking puberty, which is a form of, well, not exactly hormone replacement therapy, but hormone therapy in general. We're all trans now, baby. Idubbbz is trans. Those fucking dumb fuck pundits are trans. The president is trans. Musk is trans. Everybody is trans. We're all trans now. Everybody is trans. Let's fucking go, boys. Boys, girls, and those in between. Everyone is trans. Because that's the sort of logic these people... Like, you have to just... That's how you have to think about it with these people.
This is important stuff. So yeah, the reason I bring up this article is because the verbiage that is being used is so, like, pathetic and wormy. What a stupid, moronic statement. Vindman has a terminal case of Trump derangement syndrome.
That's true, Alex.
And it shows. Now, reading these articles, you might think, oh, Trump might be getting some help from Elon Musk. Maybe he's getting help from Barron Trump. Because it has that vibe of, like, unhinged child. I have a strong feeling that...
I don't know. I'm sorry, Idubbbz, but I'm going to have to just say that's just conservatives, buddy. That's just conservatives, man. They're all just unhinged children. Let's be fucking honest here. They're all fucking unhinged children. They can't think in any other way. We all know about the death of subjectivity, the death of broader critical thinking ability. Thank you, Ronald Reagan, and shit like that. With, like, austerity affecting, like, education and whatnot. None of this shit fucking matters. It doesn't matter. They can't think. They don't believe in anything. Because guess what? If you think about any of this stuff for, like, literally 3 fucking seconds, you can be like, whoa, this is, like, stupid as fuck. And it's obvious. But okay. Sure, man. Everyone is trans now.
The memes on Twitter and some of these articles are written by none other than Big Chungus. Trump refers to Stephen Chung, who is the White House Communications Director, as my sumo wrestler. It sounds like I'm making it up. Yeah, he does have a meme coin that was made after him. I think it's called Chungus or Big Chungus, something like that. I don't know if he's affiliated with it, but he certainly follows it on Twitter.
Crooked Joe Biden and his campaign are in complete...
Who the fuck makes a fan account of this fucking dude? Why? Really? Okay.
Freak-out mode.
Just imagine in your head for a moment, you're thinking to yourself, White House Communications Director. What does his Twitter account look like? It's him calling everyone cucks. Kamala Harris plane being cucked by Trump Force One.
Holy shit, can this term also be fucking retired from the fucking lexicon, dude? That and simp, man. I blame PewDiePie for that one. Like, simp doesn't mean anything. You know, I too am a simp for Warhammer lore. I'm a simp. Caught. I have been cucked by the late epic Reddit tier universe of Warhammer or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Words mean nothing. Because again, for these people, like, they'll take, like, any sort of, like, word or meaning or anything, use it until it just ultimately can be just used as a catch-all term and mean nothing, even though it's meant something very specific in the past, and then just, like, kill the term to have it mean nothing.
Cuck Force 2 carrying Kamala Harris. Ron DeSantis is cucking himself. These out-of-touch cucks are so beyond their depth. He needs to stop embarrassing himself like a cuck. Cuck?
Bro, is this guy like Sneeko or something? What, does he want to get in the fucking chair or something? Why is he so obsessed with the term cuck? Bro, go to a hotel with your wife, get some fucking, like, I don't know, Daddy Dom or some shit who will, like, I don't know, fuck the shit out of your wife, and get in the fucking chair. If you're so obsessed with cuckoldry. Jesus, stop, like, projecting your fucking kink onto everyone else in public. Get the fuck out of here. I will kink shame you.
So do you stay in the room, or do you leave, cock? Now, I will say, Big Chungus does have standards. You know, most of his cuck tweets are from his personal account, but he will let a couple fly from his government-affiliated account. Tim Walz is a cuck, a.k.a. the Cuck Convention. By the way, calling everyone cuck is just kind of his, like, trademark thing to do. He doesn't seem particularly good in front of the camera, in front of a microphone.
that President Trump is leading Joe Biden by wide margins.
So I think he is very much in his element when it comes to like posting tweets. And even if he's not behind it,
I bet he doesn't even post his own tweets. I'm just going to throw that out there. Do you really think that guy posts his own tweets? Cap.
He's definitely in the ear. This article says, like, Trump just throws it to Big Chungus on occasion. Like, what does Big Chungus think about this situation? Big Chungus, you take the lead on this one. What do you got, bro? You think it's a good idea to call the...
Bro, fucking go bald. Please shave your fucking head top, bro. Like, what the fuck is this, man? What is this? They, like, please shave. It's not coming back. Your hair is cooked. You don't have hairline no more, bro. Shave that shit off. Why are you making this fucking pouty face? It's probably because he's like bald, basically. That's probably why. Sam Cedar and Michael Brooks would ironically use the term cuck until one day Sam was watching a comedian, I think, making pro-feminist jokes, and Sam was like, "What a cuck," and then said he was like, "Oh shit, I need to stop using that word." The term cuck, it completely like rooted into his brain, started living in there rent free. He's bald. Bald. I love Sam Cedar. Okay, like he's a national treasure. He must be protected at all costs.
These senators cucks. Yeah, I agree. Now I don't know if any of this is gonna change anytime soon. I hope that Big Chungus isn't president in 4 years, but you know, anything can happen. I think I'm at my limit. I'm like, yeah, the ride was fun. I'm ready to get off. Like, I want my politicians to be boring as fuck. I want the... And
that's why Mark Carney is as effective as he is right now. Because he's extremely fucking boring. And no one wants to deal with all this, like, stupid, like... just troglodyte bullshit from these far-right dumbasses. That's why he's probably going to clean the clocks of the conservatives. It's insane.
Media reporting on it to be boring as fuck. This playing grab ass with billionaires and politicians of like, are they pranking us? That shit needs to stop.
Are they being
we
epic
do not play grab ass
troll-meaners?
with Donald Trump. We do not play grab ass with Elon Musk. By the way, thank you for staying this long into the video. I must tell you that Creator Clash 3 is happening.
Okay, I think we're pretty much done here. He does like his self-promo bit for his next Creator Clash. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Excellent. Good points overall, said by Idubbbz here, you know. I'm mostly just looking to add the sort of like root bases and root causes of why this, like, I don't know, sort of like malaise, or we find ourselves in the current positions that we have ourselves in. Because broadly speaking, we all know why, right? We know. It's because, hey, guess what? Media consolidation and commodification, the sort of death of the art form, or attempted death of like forms of art, is probably the biggest reasons why, like, we currently find ourselves in the fucking sort of like, I don't know, the broader like cultural death. Because again, why is this all happening? Socioeconomic factors. Can't produce like anything good if you don't have the time to be able to do it, if you're living fucking paycheck to paycheck. And the people who can't afford to do it, the billionaires and the millionaires, are going to be the sort of main vestiges of fucking culture. And guess what? Most of the stuff that they fucking put out is just fucking dog shit. Slop. Because again, what's the only thing that these people care about first and foremost? The profit motive. And they want as much profit as possible to be concentrated in as few hands possible. Because again, what of first order principles for conservatives? Maintenance of hierarchy. That's why they do it, broadly speaking. And like, again, they try to do this all the time with any other sort of cultural movement at all times. Because again, conservatives, broadly speaking, they understand and know that they're bad at being fucking creatives. And they are. Like, every fucking conservative pundit is like some form of flavor of like failed Hollywood actor or writer. They all are, and they're upset about it, so they want to try to make some other glam onto some other culture and try to take it for themselves, rape it to death, and then just leave the fucking carcass out to rot. Because again, fundamentally, they can't make their own culture and art. That's why. So they're trying to do it with fucking memes. They're trying to do it with the epic trolling and whatever. Like, that's the whole fucking point. That's the whole shebang, shabam, 900 yards, or whatever the fuck. It's all about maintenance of hierarchy, of first order principles, always. And they want to do it with every facet of life. Art, culture, money, economics, the air you breathe, everything and anything that can be exploited will be exploited. And guess what? They're trying to do it with memes as well.